can only show you the door. You have to walk through it.
Hello guys, welcome to the Crypto Matrix. I'm Mr. Legend. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the king of the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently trades above $70,000 with a market cap of around $1.4 trillion. Bitcoin over the last 1 week is down 3.6%. The last 1 month has seen Bitcoin rally up by 2.1%. On a yearly time frame, Bitcoin is still down 15.2%. Sentiment is down bad in the cryptocurrency market. There's extreme fear in the market. Market participants are scared to the teeth. There's a feeling that we're in a bear market. If you ask the average market participants, they'll tell you we're probably going lower. But look at Bitcoin's valuation against the US dollar. Is the chart telling us we're going lower to Goblin Town? Or is there a chance for us to pump higher to higher prices? We look at Bitcoin's valuation against Ethereum. Look at Bitcoin's market cap, which sits at the $1.4 trillion level, and then we'll look at Bitcoin's dominance in the cryptocurrency market. Is it smart to be buying Bitcoin right now? Should we index on the altcoin market? Should we go into altcoins instead of going to Bitcoin? How will Bitcoin perform in the nearest future? We'll talk about that and more in this video. Let's get down to business. Bitcoin over the last 1 week has traded for as high as $71,000. Bitcoin has been having a very difficult time. We've seen it dump to Goblin Town, but one thing Bitcoin has done over the last 1 month has been consolidating around the $62,000 to the $73,000 region. And if you zoom out and look at Bitcoin's price chart on a weekly time frame, it's been a long time coming. Bitcoin went from as low as $15,000, rallying to as high as $125,000, with the top for Bitcoin coming in October of 2025. Since then, we've seen Bitcoin decline from $125,000 down to as low as $60,000, with extreme fear gripping the cryptocurrency market. You can say Bitcoin is coming back to test its 2021 all-time highs, or you can easily spin it and say Bitcoin is already in a bear market. We have two schools of thoughts. The bulls believe we're just testing the previous all-time highs. There's still some room. There's still some fuel in the tank for Bitcoin to pump to higher prices. The bears believe the bull market is over and Bitcoin is in for a long time down in Goblin Town. Now, if you look at what Bitcoin has done over the last 5 or 6 months after hitting the all-time highs, yes, it's been a straight line down to Goblin Town, but historically, Bitcoin has never just dumped straight to Goblin Town. There's always some stops along the way. There's always some point of resistance where maybe, just maybe, Bitcoin could easily find some rest. From the $125,000 level down to the $60,000 region, that will see Bitcoin losing around 50% of its value, and that has seen sentiment actually flip from extreme greed to extreme fear. Now, if Bitcoin is testing its previous all-time highs, there might still be hope. There's always that possibility that Bitcoin could still rally back to new all-time highs, trapping a lot of bulls. There's always that possibility that Bitcoin could rally towards $130,000. We see a lot of bulls running back to the market, saying this time is different. You see a lot of people getting confused what's happening, and then as they have gotten back into the market, then we start the real crash. We see Bitcoin going down to Goblin Town, because one thing is sure, guys, Bitcoin will eventually dump to Goblin Town. My base case scenario is that we're going to see a big crash in 2026. Has that big crash begun? I don't think it has begun. I believe that big crash is going to come for Bitcoin, it's going to come for the general stock market, it's going to come from precious metals. And if you look at Bitcoin's previous price history, yes, we always have the time where Bitcoin is very bullish, where things are going nice, where we're singing Kumbaya, and then we have those bearish times where Bitcoin dumps Goblin Town and looks like everything is over. The previous bear markets for Bitcoin usually last 1 year, and that's why the vibe in the market right now feels like, you know what, maybe Bitcoin is going to be dumping for a very long time. In 2014, we saw that dump to Goblin Town. In 2018, we saw that dump to Goblin Town. In 2022, similar price action, a dump to Goblin Town that lasted around 1 year. Right now, Bitcoin has dumped from October 2025 to where we're currently trading right now in March. Bitcoin has dumped for around 162 days. So we're around in the 5 month, 6 month period time. If Bitcoin is going on a 1 year bear market, we still have around 6 months for us dumping to Goblin Town. But luckily for us, guys, Bitcoin is still holding that $61,000 level. And if you look at Bitcoin's RSI, it is exactly at historical lows. The last 3 times Bitcoin RSI was trading at this level, we saw Bitcoin forming a bottom. Will this time be different? I don't think this time will be different. Sentiment right now says market participants are scared to the teeth. We're seeing record levels of extreme fear grip the cryptocurrency market. And historically, buying when there's extreme fear has been a smart decision. Buying when market participants are panicking has always been a good decision. And when the fear reaches a palpable level, usually that's a turning point. That's when you start hearing lower price targets of how Bitcoin cannot recover. Bitcoin is going to zero. Bitcoin is probably dead. When you are hearing majority of the crowd reinstating this opinion, maybe just maybe it's time to buy some Bitcoin. Maybe just maybe it's time to get ready for the next big leg up. Bitcoin still trades in that $70,000 level. Bitcoin all-time high sits of $126,000. At $70,000, that was the previous all-time high. That was the price we're getting euphoric at 2021. But right now, that same price is sending fears down the spines of a lot of market participants. And I believe Bitcoin's run is almost over. I strongly believe Bitcoin might still pump to higher prices, but the main gain is going to be made in the altcoin market. And why do I believe so? You have to look at Bitcoin dominance. You have to look at how Bitcoin is performing also against Ethereum. Let's look at how Bitcoin is performing against Ethereum. Historically, when the market is bullish, when we see a lot of altcoins doing very, very well, Bitcoin dominance in the cryptocurrency market usually falls. When the market is bearish, we see Bitcoin dominance in the cryptocurrency market increasing. So if Bitcoin dominance is falling, that dominance is going straight to the altcoin market. Market participants will be focusing more on altcoins instead of Bitcoin. The turning point in 2019, before we went to that epic 2021 bull market, we saw Bitcoin dominance turn in 2019, and from then onward, a lot of altcoins outperformed Bitcoin till November of 2021. It took around 819 days for altcoins outperformance to be completed. But since then, Bitcoin has taken over. Since then, Bitcoin has been the main investment in the cryptocurrency market, because holding altcoins have been terrible over the last 3 to 4 years. We have seen Bitcoin, the king of the cryptocurrency market. We have seen Bitcoin's ratio against Ethereum since December of 2021 go from 11 to as high as 55. Bitcoin outperformed Ethereum by a lot since November of 2021, but something fundamentally changed in April of 2025. We saw Bitcoin dominance declining, and even though the decline might not have been completed, even though Bitcoin is still holding sway, I believe over the next few days and the next few months, the altcoin market is where most of those gains will be made. If you look at what the altcoin market has done since April of 2025, we have seen Bitcoin's valuation against Ethereum reducing. We saw it go from 55 to as low as 23. Right now it's at 33. Don't be shocked, guys. In the coming days and the coming weeks, you see a big decline in Bitcoin's ratio against Ethereum. You see Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin. That doesn't mean Bitcoin won't pump. I envisage a situation where we see Bitcoin having a retracement, maybe a 702 retracement, maybe a better pump than that. Maybe Bitcoin could even go back to $125,000 to test the highs. But the key level I will pay close attention to will be that $105,000 level. I'll not be shocked to see Bitcoin heading back towards $105,000, consolidating there, maybe getting rejected there before Bitcoin heads to gobbling town. And in that retracement rally, that's when I expect to see Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin as Bitcoin's ratio against Ethereum dropped drastically to gobbling town. How high will I see Bitcoin's market cap? Bitcoin's market cap could easily go back to the $2 trillion level. It's very, very possible. Bitcoin dominance will also be dumping. That's another sign to watch out for. A sharp decline in Bitcoin dominance and a sharp decline in the valuation of Bitcoin against Ethereum will tell us one thing: prices are moving higher, but market participants are focusing more on the altcoin market, and that will be a telltale sign to watch out for that the end of the cycle is near. I don't still believe we're in a bear market. I believe we're in that precursor before the last rally that will catch a lot of market participants off guard. You have to think about it mentally. How will the market cycle end that the markets will fuck a lot of market participants, that will have most people in the offside? Right now, if you see Bitcoin is bearish, you're not seeing anything special. A lot of market participants are already bearish. There's extreme fear in the cryptocurrency market. But if Bitcoin's price starts rallying higher, we see Bitcoin going to $80,000, $90,000, maybe $100,000. The FOMO will start kicking in. You start hearing talks about maybe a new bull market around the corner. We might be experiencing an uptrust after distribution. We might be experiencing Bitcoin giving us one last rally before a dump to gobbling town. I have a mantra I always hold on to. I say, before the dump comes, we are going to see the pump, and if the dump is already here, we are going to see the pump in the future. There's only two ways the market can go. We can easily dump to Goblin Town, or we can easily pump to the moon. And once we have dumped to Goblin Town, the next course of action is for us to pump to higher prices. If we have pumped to higher prices, next point of action is for us to dump to the moon. The market really has two faces, the bull market and the bear market. Right now, I believe we are gearing up for one big final bull markets before we see a big decline that will see Bitcoin maybe just maybe spend 3, 4, 5, even as high as 10 years down in Goblin Town. Eventually, I strongly believe we'll see Bitcoin at some point in time in the future trading maybe for as low as $10,000, maybe even lower than that. Only time will tell. So guys, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Are you still bullish on Bitcoin right now? Do you still believe Bitcoin is going to new all-time highs? Are you buying Bitcoin instead of altcoins? How high do you see Bitcoin going in the coming days and coming weeks if we catch that rally to the upside? Drop your thoughts about that in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notifications to get notified anytime I drop a new video, anytime I go live. Remember guys, when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. And investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Invest for the long haul. Don't get too scared. Don't get too greedy. See you guys in my next video.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.